Alright, we're back. I got my PC, I had to restart it to get everything good, and then, it crashed. My whole PC crashed, but we're back. 1 second. Our bitrate's good. That was so annoying, I'm so sorry about that. So those of you watching the VOD, I'm just going to be loading my last checkpoint. Basically, we're just a bunch of friends who came into the woods, into this little cabin, and I'm a designated cook, or whatever. So, I am gonna skip through, or do a lot of auto mode. Because I have already seen this. Just gonna say, of course, this time. So I'm sorry if you haven't seen this, but I'm just gonna quickly get back where I was, which I wasn't too far into it. I met these vegetables. Hello. So my goal is to collect like all the recipes and stuff, so I can become a 5-star chef or whatever. Yeah, everything's still good. I don't know what was happening before, but oh well. Alright, so we made dinner for everyone. And everyone's freaking out because there's spiders and stuff. Vegetable soup. Then they made fun of my cooking. Okay, now we're on day 2. Or day 1. Just speed it up a little bit, we're almost there. Talking about the spiders. Okay, there we go. Here we are. Mariah, Ansley, and Natalie, Gregor, and Karen leave the cabin with a hop in their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of chompets to keep you company. Each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, then the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check out today? Basement. The store goes into the basement. There's no reason to go into the basement right now. You wait for the others to return. No way, that took all day. No shot. We're back. Knock it off, Mariah. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not. Who knew the big guy would be so scared of? Shut up. You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands Gregor. It was just a marmot? Gregor, not a monster. Mariah laughed so hard that your ears ring. What's that? Oh. Okay. Cool. It looks kind of like a beaver, sort of. Tears are rolling down Mariah's cheeks. She's laughing so hard she's about to hyperventilate. Stop Mariah from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? Whoa. You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Then please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's just leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of berries. We also found more wild sorrel. Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone's looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage rolls. You first bring a large pot of water to boil. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, an egg, salt, and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. You use your hands to mix thoroughly and decide to wash your hands after it won't come off. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with a liquid. Whoa, we didn't use any of the things that they got us. Achievement, meals and deals. You cooked cabbage rolls. Mariah looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. And Natalie looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. That's pretty darn good. Wow, I could eat a whole batch myself. I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Incredible. It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking. This really was something special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Alright, cool. Not happening. You settle in and go to bed. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day. Okay. Day 2, I guess. Good morning, everyone. Again, Gregor? Can't you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it starts to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor is also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish not to go out and look for food today. You really think it'll flood? Thankfully, the cabin's on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karen, there's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karen. It won't hurt, so prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. And Natalie, let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes and I'll plot our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. And Natalie and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Mariah and Karen are still hanging around. Tutorial. Unfortunately, in life, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to? I kind of want to do Karen because she's the one who's mad about it for some reason. Hey, this paper nailed to the wall looks pretty ancient. What were the old days like? I'm not sure what you mean. Never mind. You must enjoy these antiques, huh? You bore Karen with some brief yet dull descriptions of items lying around. Cool, I'll tell the others later. She looks disturbed by your comments. You hear a loud laugh from the other room. Gregor and Natalie come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Hey, can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright everyone, we have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. Group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. What's that sound? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Radio? What's going on with the radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. You got a strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? check out the bedroom. Oh, poor Natalie. Karen's snoring is so loud she even wakes you up sometimes. And Natalie must be running on fumes. Would he have the courage to wake her up, though? Probably not. You wait around for the others to return. Can I not explore the rooms? What the heck? Mariah's back early today. Hey, the others are still looking for food outside. And Natalie found some more berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others, but I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing to last if there's a big storm and we get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done such a great job with the meals so far. You're very sweet. Is Mariah blushing a little? Mariah will remember that. Your relationship is stronger. Okay. Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime? You nod. Looking forward to it. Hey, you could hold cooking classes here someday. Rudely interrupting the tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, and even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome. You're such an optimist, big guy. We must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights. You could even see snow on the tips of the mountains. That rumble sounded like a dying calf. What the heck? He looked from person to person, trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Mariah. Mariah, I'd recognize that sound from anywhere. Guilty. Mariah looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have at least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up. I got it. Is it hunger? Correct. Yeah, I was gonna guess that. So what's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and jam. You crush the berries with your small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. You cooked raspberry jam and bread. Bare cupboards. The bread's a little tough. Don't look at a gift horse in the mouth. But this homemade jam is to die for. Sorry. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah. Everyone laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal, but I got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. Go to bed wishing you had more. You had a strange dream. Something is riding on your back and it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. But the pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all of their options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet, and you slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge the thing underneath the waters, but it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes, but you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. Whoa! Alright then. Achievement, just a dream. Wake up. Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? It woke me up. I tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is louder than the sawmill. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is up now and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. And Natalie sounds petrified. I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow? You can't steal Big Guy's optimism, Karen. Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you're stealing a Natalie's thunder. And Natalie, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? Couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive at a 7% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of the year, multiply it by a factor of... Mariah begins to explain meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down. Oh my gosh. So the first thing you need to understand, minutes of explanation feels like hours. You look over to Natalie. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Mariah, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I didn't understand a word of it. And Natalie turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. Me too. It looks like we have enough leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam, just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs, except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. You get out some crusty bread and get to work making more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check on the Chompets. Hi. Don't worry, as leader of the Chompets, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. That big guy would try eating me like an apple. So definitely don't tell them about us. Are your plans going awry? Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No, her business is now toast. That one's been done to death. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced? You tell her no. Raspberry milkshake. You let out an audible groan. Did cornbread teach you that one? Nope, wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual Chompet comedy competition this year. Of course. Not while I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread? We still talk about that closing line, Bread. You're going to do great this year. Anyways, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. Chompets stick together through thick and thin, rain or shine, feast and famine. Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're looking you up again. Life or death. That's right. Chompets, move out. Chompette somehow managed to close the drawer on themselves. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. Karen interrupts you as you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left and the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. Karen is right. What's the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your head. You think this is enough for 5 of us? Wait, we can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left. Gregor's right. And Natalie, will mold spores give us food poisoning? I'm no scientist, sorry. Let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave with the flood water, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone nods, ripping apart their piece like a pack of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. He looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until this storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. We should clear up if we give it a chance. And Natalie, where are you getting the information from? One of the books on the bookshelf about climate here. You're illiterate, so that definitely is a lie. I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying. I'm serious, he pretends to read those books because he wants us to think he's smart, but I can tell he's just staring at the page faking it. What do you think? Natalie can read. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. You must be going blind then. Thanks. I don't know why Karen would make up something like that about me. You aren't fooling anyone at Natalie. Karen has stormed off. Thanks for backing me up. I'm starting to not like Karen too much. Good to have someone so positive around. And Natalie looks relieved. You think he'll remember that. I guess let's call it a day. Yeah, sure. Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas 10 minutes later. Hey, Karen likes to find somebody's weakness and use it against them when she's frustrated. Just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. And Natalie looks at you with a look of admiration. Who is this? See you tomorrow. And Natalie looks like he's blushing as he walks away. You're definitely sure Natalie will remember that. Oh, I have a relationship with everyone now. You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to bed very hungry. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer could run if startled. Whoa. Incredible. Impressive. I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. No. It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Natalie. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. And Natalie leaves, mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room, Mariah in the kitchen, and Natalie in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? I want to talk with Mariah. She's the most chill to me so far. Oh, didn't hear you coming. I was just double checking if there was any food we might have missed. But I couldn't get the drawer open. Could you give it a try? You nod. Great. While you do that, I'm going to get some more reading done. I think Mariah will remember that. Yeah. Later. You give the drawer a hard yank open. Oh, hey guys. Hello. Is a thunderstorm keeping you up at night? You just need to roll with it. Raspberry whispers so quietly you lean over to listen to her. We need to talk soon. Please listen to me when the time comes. Anyways, please don't let the others see us. Okay. That's right, Raspberry. Part of being a Chombette is secrecy. Wouldn't want those humans to overhear our meetings now, would we? You shake your head. Good. Chombettes? Roll on out. You shut the drawer. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. Wish the rain would stop. You're all doing great. We must be almost at the end of this nightmare. I'm so hungry. Me too. You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed with a growling stomach. Wake up. Achievement, listen to her. I said, wake up. Hi. The rainfall is non-stop again. Did you have anything to do with this? You don't answer her question. Always thinking with your stomach, right? You should reconsider. Might save what little humanity you have left. What are you talking about? At least I tried. I won't have a guilty conscience by the end of this. Go back to sleep, monster. Whoa! You easily forget about Raspberry's conversation. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray, but he keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, gosh. Everyone seems to be sleeping later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear a stirring of blankets, arms and legs. Mariah looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. And Natalie has bags under his eyes. The storm is too loud. Karen looks out of it. The cabin was creaking so much last night, it sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look at the window. And? Couldn't see anything due to the rain. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night, I kept pacing around my bed. Karen turns to you. When is this gonna end? I checked outside the door again. Floodwaters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're gonna need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? I don't know. Didn't you have a map on you? I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Mariah and Natalie go white as sheets. How are we going to find our way back now? We'll have to ride out the storm. Mariah looks at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we could put off eating. The group stares at you. It will clear up in no time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They'll gravitate toward it to an area. You can tell Gregor's putting on fake optimism and Mariah's having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with? Raya. It's cold as hell over here. I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it? He explains to Mariah the size of a person and fat content determine how warm they are naturally. Wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I don't need to be that tall to make a difference in the world. Do you know what he wanted to do for a career? Mariah does her best Gregor impression. Split firewood and gaze at the stars. How boring is that? Depends on the person, but pretty boring. You're so funny. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. Mariah blushes a little. You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you. I'm pretty sure Mariah will remember that. Yes. You thank her and leave the bedroom. Hey, you call everyone together. They look grim. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone's staring at you. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch, and slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. And Natalie chews it cautiously, opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. Mariah nibbles on it silently, our eyes wide, moving from person to person, and Gregor just pops into his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant. The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. Good morning. Morning. Let me check if the rain stopped. It's still flooding. What are we gonna do? Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or 2, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here. But do you really think it will rain that long? Natalie, it's been days already. What makes you think it will stop soon? Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. But you need to survive. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen or Natalie in the living room? I just have something. Think about everything you've done wrong and how you've doomed everyone. Speak with Mariah. Hey. Mariah looks relieved to see you. Aww. How are you holding up? How are you holding up? Not very good. That's very sweet of you to ask. Mariah's looking at you intently. She gets a little closer to you. I noticed you didn't use any meat when cooking. Usually you have to pick it out of the foods the others make. But you respected that. Thank you. Mariah's looking at you with admiration. I need to speak with Gregor for a minute, but thanks again. You're definitely sure Mariah will remember that. Aww. You decide to check out the drawer again. Now let's work on other people. Oh, hi. You asked Potato where the others are. They'll be back. They wanted to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right? They connect all over the cabin. Must have been some mouse that created them, or something worse. Anyways, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Things are going to get worse from here on out. You have a feeling Potato's telling the truth. You realize some drool is leaking out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. You just get deathly sick if you tried. And from the look of you, you need to retain all the water you can. From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for basic survival this week. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. With flood waters rising and no food now, I think it'd be a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die: age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Benedict equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to simply maintain your current weight. The equation produces a number called the basal metabolic state, or BMR. Stay with me here. Oh my gosh. Got it? For fun, let's try it on someone here. Mariah. Using the Harris-Benedict. She looks like she's 120 pounds, about 5 feet 5 inches tall, about 20 years old. Crunching the numbers, I think she'd need about 1,388 calories daily. That's being abnormally stationary. She'd have to lay in bed all day and night just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. If she was being very active, let's say swimming through floodwaters, we'd need to multiply that by 1.9, so now she needs 2,638 calories per day. That's quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly, which you didn't. I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we'll never have to speak again. Okay, you shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. What the heck? I don't think any of us can take this much longer. His voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Mariah, I used to swim all the time near my house, so I'll probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters. No, let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Natalie. You're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but... Little guy, let me go. Gregor. Sounds good to me. Karen, his arms are definitely the longest. He'd probably have the best at climbing trees out of all of us. That wouldn't be right, Gregor. Let me go instead. I get that none of these options are good ones, but we need to find food or help. Oh, he's crying. Gregor grabs a branch from the wood pile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick from my hand, and the shortest will go outside to search for food. You're not worried about the drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths, so you can tell which is the biggest of the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor and Natalie? Karen? Will it be... Looks like I've got the shortest. Mariah. It's okay. I watched a Natalie forage earlier, so I'll know what to look out for. Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area. Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks so heartbroken. Karen and Natalie, Gregor. I'll keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. Goodbye. The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is, and then silence. Mariah has left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun is completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. Achievement. Dead to me. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong, you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair cause you to throw up in the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing the wood logs off the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. Your burns chill with the wind. The guest looks behind her, and her eyes widen when she sees you. She is terrified. Your fury rips trees out by their roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her, and you catch a glint of the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Ooh. I have the same reaction every time, but it just takes me by surprise. Good morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground? Oh, he's crying. I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do we do now? Just wait? Oh, he's crying too. Karen, how long? It's been almost a day since she left. Someone needs to go look for her. We need to wait, Karen. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back. What are we supposed to eat, mice? Karen, I'm sure Natalie will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. Every waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much. Karen's hands are involuntarily shaking. They nod in agreement. They don't need her to elaborate. You're sure Mariah will make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to their areas. Chat with Karen. Hey, you don't have to lie to me. I know Mariah's not coming back. I don't know where she came up with her being the best swimmer. I guess the only one that would know would be Aunt Natalie. Oh my gosh. Last summer, Natalie would watch her swim from the shore. He could have been a lifeguard, such a good swimmer. She never went under, but if she did, he would have pulled her out easily. Why would she lie about something like that? She seems deep in thought. Maybe it's better to leave her alone. Close the door softly. I can't stop thinking about the vegetable stew. I'd be fine with the bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables about now. You would too. I'm gonna try and get some sleep. Good night. Night. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat in a completely different room. What? Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? Cook. What? You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven? Cook the meat. Where did you get that? Ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you? The three are looking at you salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting small cutlets. They immediately grabs them off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely, hidden, so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Where did we get it? And Natalie runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. And Natalie returns looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Natalie. No. You can hear him crying. My focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? What happened? Leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Natalie? You slowly open the door. Thanks for checking in on me. You ask if he still feels sick. Not anymore. I think it was a mental thing. Please don't tell me where the meat came from. The less known, the better. You nod. Thank you. You're sure Natalie will remember that? What the heck happened? She went out. How did we... What? Whoa. Whoa, 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 what is that? What is that? The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. Whoa, it's gone. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. We've wasted long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith. But he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply, forge me a new eye then. You laugh, but then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals, holding it in front of his face. You can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming perfectly for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crush. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest as the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. What is going on? You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look at the window. Do you notice anything? The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Achievement indoors person. Will Mariah make it back? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m. I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes, when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Yes. Whoa! I sometimes hear her crying through the radio. That's just a broadcast. Right? What the heck? I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. What is happening? One step closer to Mariah. It's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Natalie? Natalie's eyes look at you, begging. Bring us another slab, please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Natalie. Gregor looks pained at Natalie's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. Ew, what's taking so long? Boil it faster. What is happening? It looks like it's almost out of patience. He's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck does when eating bread. And Natalie recreates ripples in the broth using the spoon he isn't eating. Sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah. He begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? The storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. And Natalie? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. Or forage for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. No one else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Natalie. You can swim back after a few hours. Gregor's right, Natalie. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. I don't fully know what happened. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Natalie. That's right, Natalie. Please help us. Let me sleep on it, okay? No problem, little guy. I have an idea of what happened. Clearly the meat is Mariah, but like how? Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. I'm assuming she drowned and they found her body like floating or something. You go to bed ravenous. Mariah. Someone's approaching. Oh, hi. Hey. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Yay. Not gonna be very sweet today. I'm worried about Natalie. He's gonna cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please. Don't you trust me? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in a room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie. The fun factoid of that myth, people actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? There's even was a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Anyways, you know what smells like a raw onion left in a room? You. It's been a while since your last bath, right? You can't remember. Achievement, don't be a crybaby. Could smell you before I even came in the room. Yikes. I like how he just says, onion. Onion. So, can you stop Natalie from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It will be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving. Please, we don't need another one stalking the hallways. Tapping on the windows, crying through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think we've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She can be as mean as Potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Natalie you care about him and don't want him to leave, even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're made of butter slices, so I'll get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow. Later. What the heck? Like it just says onion. It's so funny. Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. How long is this game, by the way? You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack and add 6 chickens on tops. Your fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point on his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food, all those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart to splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by. The first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, there was no picture this time. I was ready. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. You wiped it with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Natalie, what's your decision? Achievement, bad ideas. I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you. But one of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was. Natalie, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You've 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Chat with him. See if we can get him to not go. And Natalie looks pale. Thanks for coming over. He seems comforted by your presence. Gregor told me he's heard Mariah. I'm sure Karen isn't being honest with me. Have you checked out the basement door closely? Every so often I can see her peeking out at me through the holes. I really don't want to drown outside, but at least I won't have to have her tormenting me anymore. You know what's in the basement, don't you? No. Wow. You aren't kidding anyone, you're just lying to yourself. Please get away from me. You oblige. It looks like a Natalie will remember that. You call everyone together for a meeting. Is it her body? I don't know. Natalie, you okay, little guy? He looks pale, like he's gonna pass out. Natalie, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Natalie. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Natalie. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. She's gonna kill him. Karen? Yes. Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Natalie? You say nothing. Why? Goodbye, Natalie. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. He's left the cabin. See you soon, little guy. Guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. I didn't tell him missing him already. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear a scraping from the floor. Found you. Why is his voice so deep? You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree but dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference, get it? Anyway, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency Chombent meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. No laughing matter. Understood? Yes. You nod. It's the least you can do, right? You tell Brad that pun didn't make sense. On a roll today. I'll see you around. How do I protect him? I wanted to try and protect Natalie, but I think I messed it up. Brad hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole in a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about what Brad told you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down on the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. That was a Natalie. Hang on. Two and a half hours. Which is the main story. Okay. You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk or you found some meat? Oh, our dream is like... Oh no. Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Karen runs into the kitchen. Oh, what is that smell? Give it to me, now. You don't argue. She grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads to the kitchen. Oh, buddy. Don't God. Already? Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Karen's sounding more determined than before. I'm gonna lie down on the couch, try to keep this food down. Across the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leans in to whisper, glad Mariah and Natalie are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back. And now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn, very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. She pauses, deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'll be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? She hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? No. Achievement, the right decision. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraints should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor? Hi. No. Hey, Karen. What are you doing? Untie me. Oh my god. This will be over soon, Gregor. Stop. Gregor has turned silent. You leave her alone, going to the bedroom and crawling into the bed and Natalie slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. What the heck? Wake up, sleepyhead. Hi. Oh, hi. Is that Mariah? You're having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. You made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast with what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. It took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. You get out of bed and head to the living room. Oh my gosh. Why? He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry, bandaged him up like a field medic. Why? What is it, Gregor? Where am I? God, you're stupid. Maybe you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood. He would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book? I think that's how you say it. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out when you immediately drown? You'd sink like a log. I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty, huh? He goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? And don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. I don't want any of it to go bad, so I'll have to eat that fresh arm when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, going to start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey. All I wanted to do was keep everyone alive and together. But I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me? No. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happened naturally. My mother always made sure I never went hungry. seconds, thirds, fourths, and yet I complained my belly was not full. One day on my way home from school, I was walking by the town inn and smelled something amazing coming right out of a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag. They threw away a meal that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning and hugged the toilet. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. Like everyone else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's gonna keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's gonna torture me again. You know that, right? He grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. This cabinet chills me to the bones, or what's left of them. Please, consider it my dying wish. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look at peace. You watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. What the hell do you think you're doing? Achievement, goodbye, Gregor. Tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have left him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try to find the other remains. Gregor. You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander. Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is, and I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now, so watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Wait, Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. As the leader of the Chompettes, it's important you find all of us, so please don't forget any of us. Good luck. Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would he want to play hide and seek right now? You've been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? Go talk to Karen in the living room. Hi. Looks like Karen's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? Have you seen the basement key anywhere? Wasn't it in the kitchen? You can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the Chompettes can help you find it in the kitchen. Decide to go look for it. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? Few drawers. They're empty. They must have been full of the dishes that are piling up. Yikes. Behind the wood pile. Nothing but cobwebs. Thankfully, no spiders. The cauldron. You hear something rustling around. Found her. She always picks the same hiding spot. You found me. Well done. As leader of the Chompettes, getting through mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompettes to push me through, so I guess you'll have to help me out. Cabbage has joined the party. 4 Chompettes to go. What's next, Cabbage? Glad you asked. Keep it up, you'll be a member of the Chompettes in no time. You asked Cabbage about the basement key. Did you forget again? It's right in the nasty oven. There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in the oven. You found the basement key. There it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one. You got the basement entrance key. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. She's making hide and seek far too easy. Chompettes, find Onion. Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? Explore the bed. What the heck is happening? What is this? Found him. Don't be a crybaby. It's just me. Onion, today I'm sweet as a sugar cane. Honest. Wow, your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming a mile away. Gross. Were you scared of the red-haired woman or something? Tell Onion the truth. Whoa. Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. I'm sorry to hear about Mariah and Natalie and Gregor. But yikes. That's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though, right? I would probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, didn't mean to be rude. I got your back. Just join the party. Glad to have you join us, Onion. No problem. There's nothing else to do today. That's not true. I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud he can get. Bread? The one and only. Chompettes, let's move out. Your party is quickly expanding through Chompette's left. You're getting a terrible headache, and your face is feeling numb, and your legs aren't moving. Oh well, you do some time-breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. You suddenly feel a second wind coming on. Time to get that bread. Lol. You proudly strut up to the living room, happy to be alive. Bread. You hear Bread come out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Found me, everyone's secretly favorite chompette, Bread. Don't you loaf me? My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds, no thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. So what do you need? You tell Bread about gathering the chompettes together. That's a pretty crumby idea. Remember what happened last time with Potato? I mean, we all chose to be in that drawer, but this? You're going against a whole new grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs? Bread, we need your help finding Potato. Misty Big Guy, come help. I would never let the chompettes down. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. Bread has joined the party. That's great, Bread. Glad to have you on board, Bread. Of course. Wait. Are you drooling? All three chompettes are staring at you. Are you thinking of eating us? You accidentally lick your lips. Snap out of it. You already ate. We're no good for that. You glutton. Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy. You stumble to your feet. Let's go find a Raspberry and never speak of this again. I think I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect. Chompettes, mosey out. You have 3 chompettes in your party, 2 more to go. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor. 2 more to go. Check out the basement door. Where is she? You feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. The birds outside turn silent. You could hear a pin drop. You can almost hear her breathing. You feel a sudden urge to scream. You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Surprise, found you, Raspberry. Wow, it's very nice to see you, Cabbage. We wouldn't leave you behind, Raspberry. Honest, we need your help finding Potato. Our combined Chompette detective skills say he's in the basement. Oh yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. Raspberry has joined the party. 1 more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. The red-haired woman is coming over here. Chompettes? Let's hide out! All 4 Chompettes quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Karen creeping up behind you. Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart piece by piece, just like Cracker. Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do you do? So that's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. Lock the basement door. Thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets and we'll have a great dinner, okay? See you soon. Karen descends the staircase into darkness. You lock the basement door. Did you just lock the door? You block out the screams of rage. Given enough time, they will end. You crawl back into bed and go to sleep. You slept in today. The pounding has completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. must have sleptwalked to the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. The candle blew out, and the door is locked. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. You're in the dark, but you're not alone. Click on the objects around the bathroom to get more information or hide hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of objects to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to search the room. Oh, hi. Hello. Are you locked in the bathroom again? You tell her about the candle being blown out. Maybe you just need to try wiggling it a little bit. You unlocked the bathroom door. Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. Now, if you excuse me, need to conduct this next search Chompat meeting. Later. Quickly make your escape. Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for today. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. What the heck? Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? Just your imagination again. Karen can't still be alive, right? Somebody's at the door. You grip the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. Oh no. That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Some spirits move on immediately, others linger. And some stop at nothing to give you a heart attack, or get you to fall down a flight of stairs, or cause you to wander into an early demise. No way of knowing which one the group will choose. The rain has stopped outside. You decide to go look out the window. Oh no. The floodwaters are completely gone. Karen would appreciate the good news, but not after locking her in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You head to the kitchen for a snack. Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. Take a few bites of the meat. You lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough, oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. Okay. You have a strange dream. The clouds have parted, the rain has gone away. You wake in a cold sweat. Is this another trick, or... Good morning? She's still sticking around. You head to the kitchen to get breakfast. Your food is gone. That noise was coming from the living room. And Natalie? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. What's making that noise? It sounded like it was coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. Cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arms. Is this a... You wake in a cold sweat. Okay. It's raining again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head to the living room. You can still smell Gregor here. Should you have intervened with Karen? Probably would have changed the outcome. Also might have led to your death. The couch is still comfortable even after Gregor imprinted on it. You decide to take a nap, which turns into his sleep. But I did intervene. You must have woken up too early today. The cabin living room is pitch black. You pick up a flashlight nearby to explore the darkness. Oh, hi, Natalie. Oh, the first note you ever received. Thinking about the messenger puts a smile on your face. Oh. You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. I know you've been ignoring my other letters, so I'm begging you, please bring back my daughter safely, or I'll need to get the others involved. I have left payments outside the door and will pay any price. Please let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. Take the mother note with you. You decide to lay back down on the couch and get the rest of your sleep. You sleptwalked again. You can hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. It's you again. Tell me, in the first week with the red-haired woman and the others, where did you sleep? You think for a moment would come up with nothing. That's what I was saying. It's worse than I imagined. If I can be honest, it was truly horrific to witness. Still nothing. You would routinely collapse in the middle of the hallway, sleepwalking into walls or worse, going down into the basement. I can't believe you haven't broken your neck on those stairs yet. You seem to survive almost anything. Do I have that right? Must be that addiction to meat. Or something else. Would you share that secret with me? Yes, you tell Potato the secret. Didn't think you'd be foolish enough to tell me. I'm living longer than expected already. But this is good information to take with me. Thank you. Was that the right thing to tell Potato? It's a delight to watch you fall apart. What does the red-haired woman have in store for you? You haven't thought about Karen in a while. How many days has she been down there? You do realize she's probably been feasting on the 3. She's much stronger than the last time you saw her. Go downstairs, put an end to this. Not for the Chompettes, just for me. You head for the basement door. Quickly do the math in your head to determine Karen will be dead in the basement. It's been enough days, right? You open the door and prepare for the worst. It's just a staircase, nothing to be scared of. Achievement, nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. Something is approaching. I'm gonna back away from the screen here. Something's gonna pop out. Can you hear me? I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive you for what you did. You put Natalie through hell. You desecrated my corpse. You gave them that disgusting hunger. All of that is water under the bridge now. And Natalie's down here. Come have some bread with us. They always try things like this. Their anger, concentrated near their grave, leads to tricks and traps. You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here, loaves of it. Fine. I won't stop you from finding the others down here. One piece of advice. Beware of Karen. She is ill beyond repair. Gregor will try to talk you out of reaching the room, and Natalie will try to talk you into leaving the cabin. And Karen will rip the flesh from your bones. We'll talk again. Thank you for being kind to me. I didn't believe the whispers at first. You feel Mariah leading the staircase. You go deeper into the abyss. The walls, down here they're dirt and soot. Something is approaching. Once again, backing away from the screen. Oh, I'm glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking? Another trap. Everyone's upstairs and wants to leave. Mariah was worried sick about you. You tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah. Guess I can't lie to you, huh? He just stood there while Karen took my limbs, doing nothing. Are you frightened by her? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when that light bulb turns on. Can you do that for me? You nod. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. That was enough to keep him at bay. We'll meet again soon. Beware, Karen. You feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. The air pressure down here feels greater. You're getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching. And Natalie... Oh. Thought you'd still be fending off that glutton Gregor right now. You're telling Natalie about meeting with Gregor. Oh, I was going to see if you wanted to pick onions with me. You shake your head. Guess there's no fooling you, huh? You survived this long, and now you'll need to fend off Karen. I can't tell if I'd rather have you or her sticking around down here. You ask Natalie where Karen is. Oh, she's just below us, waiting to devour you. Karen's been practicing on her butchering again. Maybe she'll start with your arms. Down here, the whispers have told me about you. I can't even believe some of the things you've done. Worse than any war crime. So many whispers about those sorts of things. So many whispers down here. It ends at the bottom. Karen might be alive down here, but you won't be. See you again soon. You feel Natalie leaving the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. I'm nervous. Oh my goodness. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Hello! You've come so far. Proud of you. As leader of the Chompettes, I wanted to let you know we have your back. No matter what happens down here, just call out to us and we'll be there. Honest. Wouldn't let you die down here. When you least expect it, we'll roll with you. You can't sneak up on me. Is sneaking up on you extremely easy? Are you deaf? Raspberry? That was pretty cruel, even for me. Your ears have so much dirt in them, they could probably grow potatoes. We'll have to work on those jokes, Potato. Sure. Weren't you hiding in the basement room? Circumstances have changed. I wouldn't miss a killing for the world. Just remember, down here you can call on us. We'll help you out in a bind. And if you get lost down here later, please avoid the room where it happened. I can't speak for the others, but I'd like to forget what happened down here. Just gonna quickly do a little savey save. Just in case. I don't think we'll ever forget that, Potato. But thank you for coming along with us. I wouldn't call it a change of heart, because you've really never had one, Potato. You should have rotted down here, but I'm glad you were here to help. Wish I had a joke here, but what you did was no joking matter. That's enough. Chompettes, let's help out. The Chompettes get in position behind you, ready for what's next. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Took you long enough. Oh. Let's end this. Okay, alright, hang on. A tear rolls down Karen's cheek. Should have never left Ukraine. Attack Karen with a lunge. Lunges at you. Start to bleed. Licks her lips. Will you fit in the cauldron? You stumble into the wall, nearly breaking a bone with an impact. Pathetic. Be best to watch out for that knife. Attack. Attack her with a lunge. You barely land the soft punch. Karen readies the knife. Ew. You're gonna taste better than Gregor. Should have kept the door locked. Chompettes. As leader of the Chompettes, can't leave you hanging. All of us are ready to help you out here. I see you've ignored my warning to watch out for that knife. Please survive this fight. We want to play hide and seek again. Chompettes, help out. It's filled you with hope. You gained 5 HP. Talking to yourself again? Won't be burying you. Try throwing a punch. She easily dodges it. It'd be best to watch out for that knife. Goes completely silent. Readies the knife. You're gonna taste better than Gregor. I dodged. Tear rolls down her cheek. Should have never left Ukraine. Okay. She's just repeating things. I got it. I gotta get my health up. Ooh. Whoa, this is cool. Real animations, huh? Achievement, I want my knife back. Karen quickly stumbles down the hallway, turning left at the end. You're hobbling after her, but the room is pitch black here. A rot of decaying flesh here is nauseating. You can hear small echoes of Karen's footsteps disappearing below, making this room feel enormous. You can't see their eyes, but you can feel them. You're being watched. The staircase in the center winds downward, spiraling into the abyss. You're getting lightheaded again. Gravity almost gets the best of you a few times as you work your way to the bottom. Your shoes stick to the floor when you reach the bottom. The smell of mildew and something rotten makes you gag. You can barely make out the outlines of door frames in each direction. You head east, opening the door. You feel Karen's presence close by. Oh, Mariah. And Natalie and Gregor. Ooh, they look weird. Back together again. Drowned and dissected. The butcher of hope has returned. Where's Karen? Lost in the abyss. Her rage blinds her. Ravenous, completely ravenous. Mariah looks so horrifying. She will never be able to move on. Bound to this cabin by you, she will never escape. Those that die in the cabin are bound to different rules. Fleeing west and nothing. Victims will always gravitate to this cabin. Always find a way to you. You wretch. You abomination. You horror. Turn on the light and savor your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Mariah and Natalie, Gregor, Karen. Oh. Alright. Well then. Oof. Cool. Interesting. Well, that was fun. That was interesting. It was a little confusing here and there to figure out the story, but I got it, I think. I can't X out of these credits, by the way. Like, I can't skip through them and just letting them go. Oh, a lot of people. Nice. Wow. Lots of support. I'm just reading them all. Don't mind me. And you. Oh, thank you. Achievement. Not done yet. Well then. Oh. You hear talking upstairs. Thieves? You grab your flaying knife and silently go up the stairs. You'll eat well tonight. The four look completely shocked at the sight of you. Wait, she doesn't look like she has the courage to speak. We've been lost for a few days. Your cabin's the only hut we've seen out here. Oh, is this the true story? Okay, this is what really happened. Can we stay here for a few nights? You clear your throat and ask the questions you've asked thousands of times. Did you come on your own free will, or were you sent? We were technically sent. And Natalie, we came on our own free will. The woman looks confident in her answer. They answered incorrectly. You clear your throat again, coughing profusely. You may stay in my cabin until you're ready to leave. The group looks terrified of you, as they should be. Wasn't that trail steep? Yeah. The group finally returns to normal. It's forced, but they attempt to save face. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. Uh-oh. Oh. No, okay, we're good. Rhina, check it out. A cabin all the way out here? Achievement. More meat on those bones. What about that psychopath? We lost him a few kilometers ago, don't worry. Doesn't look like anyone's home. Hello? Come on, Rhina. The sun is setting. Let's take shelter here just for the night. You sure that's a good idea, Selena? Of course. Front door has a few different ways to lock it. Should keep him at bay if he shows up. Hope there's some snacks in here. Bolek. Hope we don't have a good choice. I don't think we have a choice. We'll head back to Zakopane in the morning. Don't worry about it. It's just for one night. You decide to join up with your friends inside. Did you lock the door? All set. You probably went back to town. Is anyone here? No, I yelled and stomped around. Nothing. This cabin's abandoned. Let's stay here for the night. Achievement, fork in the road. What? It's gonna be freezing outside tonight, so it's either him or us. Let's avoid making a fire. We don't want him to see us in the distance. No fire? There's blankets in the bedroom. We'll be fine, Oleg. So this is our backstory? This cabin chills me to the bones. We'll need them. Whenever Bolek gets nervous, he tells a joke to break the tension. One of Razel's classics for you. What do you call a snowman's kids? Children. Let's split up and search the cabin. See if you can find any food for us to eat tonight. Leave the living room to me. Rhina, I'll search the kitchen. No need to help me. You sure? Of course, I know exactly where to look first. I got the Zakopane Junior Baker Award, remember? Selena. Alright, everyone. Let's move out. Oh, they're the vegetables. Help the team by searching the cabin for supplies. Your bond with Selena, Oleg, and Bolek is unbreakable. Focus on exploring the cabin. You only get one choice, so choose wisely. Who do you want to help out first? Selena in the kitchen. I didn't know there was more to this. Let me help Selena. Achievement. Lead by example. Only if you insist. What area do you want to search first? Countertops. This mortar and pestle has gotten a lot of use. What's that? Mortar and pestle? It's a cooking tool. Used to grind herbs, plants, and seeds? Leaves? I don't know. You haven't seen one of these? No. Let's go over to Oleg's house sometime. His grandma has one. Sounds good. Inside the cauldron, an oven. Search the cauldron first. Find anything? Just some disgusting slop at the bottom. Is our name Rhina, or is that the other guy? This cauldron is almost as big and heavy as your coat. Selena, you're covered for fall and winter now. Saves my family a trip to the Zakopane market, right? Countertops. The herbs. What about these herbs? Are they edible? Don't touch those. Whoa, why not? They're ancient. Will probably turn to dust if you touch them. Bolek would probably still eat the dust though. Inside the cauldron and oven again. Bone fragments? Selena found some bones. Chicken bones? Selena looks at the discovered bones. Too big to be chicken. Not sure. It looks like it came from the same animal. But the sizes are different. Young and old skeletons? Correct. Put those back, though. It's grossing me out. He placed the bone fragments in the oven. Oh, cupboards. You notice a meat cleaver. You equipped the meat cleaver. Empty. Did you rob this cabin? Deep char next to the oven. Like something was smashed against the wall and left to burn against it. Was something alive crammed into this oven? Whoa. What's with the meat cleaver? You like it? I stole it from the butcher block. You're freaking me out. Put that back. Put the meat cleaver back, yes. Thanks, Rhina. I didn't want to scare Oleg later. Rhina. But the bricklayering is much more advanced. Maybe it's time to check on Bolek and Oleg. Okay. Think we checked everywhere, Selena. You're right. Rats. Did you check under the sink? You look under the sink. Nothing. Feels strangely cold underneath. Alright, let's see what Bolek and Oleg have found. Rhina, let's mosey out. She's cabbage. You napping? Hi. No, just staring at the clouds. Yeah? The drowning of Marzana is in a few minutes. Let's burn that witch and throw her in the river. I heard you're the one tasked with the burning. You know how to shoot an arrow that's on fire, Selena. Duh. You can bring the green branch to the village this year, Rhina. I got that witch. Alright, time to get up and get your head out of the clouds. Achievement, helping hand. I don't know what's going on. Selena takes you down to the river. Downstream is the witch, Marzana, made of straw and sticks. Her wooden raft won't catch fire easily. Have to aim for the body. Selena fires 3 flaming arrows at Marzana's raft, but nothing connects. When you finally catch up to it, the effigy has fallen down into the river. Help me fish this out, Rhina. The weight is surprisingly light. I thought it was bad to touch the effigy after trying to drown it. That's just an old superstition, Rhina. Need to burn, then drown to complete the ritual. Gross. Marzana, Marzana, swim across the seas. Let all the flowers bloom and make the fields turn green. Whoa, what are you two doing? Helping Marzana back on her feet, Oleg. She's late. Come help us get her back to the others. I'm not touching that. Oleg. Thankfully, none of the adults caught you messing around with the effigy. But while Oleg was yelling at you, it felt like you were being watched. Across the river, you see a strange man pretending to skip stones. His greasy hair shines in the sunlight. Some of the oils are smeared on his vest. He opens his mouth in an awkward smile, his teeth jagged and uneven. Walking away clumsily, he heads in the opposite direction of the festival, right into the forest. You head over to meet with Bolek and Oleg. Okay, team, find anything? Just some toys in a drawer. Really old toys. Bolek. I found his toy boat under the couch. Let me see that. Grandma made this boat for him. Raziel was here. Achievement shipwrecked. Raziel. The one and only. Could he still be alive here? Seeing him again would bring Grandma back from the brink. We have to find him. Agreed. Crew, we need to search this cabin top to bottom. Let's find Raziel and bring him back to Zakopane. You got it, Selena. Bolek, Oleg, come with me. Let's look around outside. So this is Cabbage, right? For sure. Psychopath could still be in the woods. If you hear any of us yell or scream, find us, okay? Am I Raspberry? Selena, Raspberry. Thanks, we'll be listening to you as well. And then Onion is Oleg, and then Bread is the other one, yeah. Crew, let's move out. I think so. Leave you to search the cabin. Who's there? Nothing replies back. It sounded like it was coming from the kitchen. You walk over to investigate. So this is the vegetables backstory. Hello? Oh, don't. No. Hi. No? I don't know what this is saying. Sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. The drawing is pushed out of the cabinet. Door? Looks like someone used a piece of coal to draw this. Are these bars of a cage? Staring at a door. Take the cage drawing with you. Achievement, I know why the caged bird sings. Who are you? Oh, okay, bye. Selena, Oleg, Bolek? No reply. Rhina, we saw something weird down the hill. Looked like an old fence with bones all over the ground. Could have been animal skulls, but I couldn't tell from that distance. Heard some weird whispering before we got back to the front door. Find anything? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Strange whispers coming out from under the kitchen sink. Whispers? Was it a ghost, Rhina? I'm not sure. I couldn't understand any of the words. Ghost. Bolek attempts to lighten the mood a little bit. Got another of Raziel's jokes for you. What do ghosts like pouring over their food? Bolek. Give up. Gravy. Achievement. Bad timing. It was probably just the creaking of the cabin, Rhina. No such thing as ghosts. Seem pretty real, Selena. Well, if you see it again, let me know. The fence outside was absolutely terrifying. We can't let our guard down here. Yeah. Can we not split up anymore? I'm scared of getting separated now. Of course, Oleg. We're a team, and teams stick together through thick and thin. Rain or shine, feast and famine. You're right, Selena. I just don't want to lose any of you like Raziel. That won't happen when we're together, Oleg. Bolek, you're a night owl. Can you stay guard while we sleep? Of course. Thanks, Bolek. Oleg and I will take the bedroom. You okay with the living room? Yeah. Thank you. Bolek, wake us up if you hear anything. You got it. Oleg and Selena head to the bedroom, opening the door fully behind them. You lay down on the couch and quickly fall asleep. You close your eyes but cannot stop thinking about the butcher of Zakopane. His third victim probably had it the worst. Stabbed in the stomach like the other two, but this one was different. The body was missing both ears, so investigators concluded it was a copycat to a series of grisly murders from years ago. What kind of person would take someone's ears? The victim's family and neighbors searched the murder scene top to bottom in the alleyway outside. All they could find was a broken window that the butcher used to gain entry. It was a mystery that nobody in Zakopane could solve. So Selena, Oleg, Bolek, and you teamed up to find the killer. Selena was naturally the leader, plotting out vantage points on dusty maps her grandfather had. Bolek brought snacks and what he called his emergency rations, which was usually crusty bread from his pocket. Oleg was able to get investigation tips from his grandmother, a former detective, but only after telling her it was to find Raziel. Investigations lasted more than a year, often getting to crime scenes quicker than town investigators. You have a strange dream. You found the body early, so early the blood was still leaving the body. The greasy-haired man makes eye contact with you, wiping a knife on his vest. You look for a way to escape, but you're trapped in the alleyway. He slowly walks toward you, forcing a laugh that comes out in an unnatural, staggering sequence. As he gets closer, you notice his pupils are absolutely enormous. As he brings the knife up, his face peels apart by the lips, screeching in pained agony. You wake in a cold sweat. Ew. I didn't like that one. Bumps in the night achievement. Wake up, everyone. Bolek, it's like 3 a.m. I heard something outside. Was it one of the crows? They never shut up. It's him. Selena? It's him. What's the plan? Selena makes the group's secret hand signal, only whispering is allowed now. Bolek, Oleg eyes on the doors and windows. If he makes it inside, run out the front door or downstairs. Downstairs? What if there's less room down there? Then we need to manipulate the lights down there. Find the light bulb pulley, and when he gets close, turn off the lights. He's got a knife, so run for the front door when there's an opening. What if there isn't a working light down there? Our eyes can see better in the dark than him. We can run circles around him while he's blind down there. He doesn't stand a chance. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, Oleg. Can you outrun him? Of course. Raina, do you see anything out the window? No. The rain hasn't started yet, but you can see storm clouds in the distance. Maybe it'll get too muddy for him, unless he's coming through one of the windows. The window glass is thick. If he tried to break it, everyone would hear it. Whomever built this cabin definitely was here for the long haul. See anything, Raina? Nothing. While keeping watch, I found this in the bedroom. Here. Oh. What is this? Did Raziel make this? I have to believe it. It had to have been him. Well, we found the body stuffed into the barrel that Creep saw us and ran. Who would do something like that? A monster. That's right, Raina. That was the last time we saw him. What's that noise? Get to the staircase now. Achievement point taken. So the person that we're running from is the last person we played in the first half of the game. These are the vegetables. So we killed these 5, including Raziel, I guess. And then people came to our cabin. Okay, I think I understand. He wipes his eyes with his sleeve completely drenched from head to foot. He attempts to smile but looks completely out of character. You slow down your breathing, making it to the staircase safely. Selena takes out the basement key, locking the door behind you. That should slow him down. Raina, can you lead? Of course, Selena. He's determined. Alright, we'll be right behind you. You begin your descent. Let's play Ghost in the Graveyard tonight. It's too dark out. What if one of the adults catches us? We're faster than them. Raina, you game to be the ghost first? Why me? Because your eyes can see in the dark at the best. The perfect ghost. Selena. Sure, I'll go hide first. Hey, Oleg? Yeah? You were slower than Bolek with a stomach full of hurrying last time. Pick up the pace this time. Trust me, it won't happen again. Nobody trusts you, Oleg. Everybody laughs. You hide beneath some equipment at the sawmill. It takes the group 2 hours to find you. By the time Selena yells ghost in the graveyard, you've already tagged Bullock and Oleg. You're too fast, Rhina. Nobody sneaks up on me. Nobody. Yeah, Raspberry. What's going on? Nothing, just remembering something. Bullock and Oleg went ahead. There's no time for this. We need to go. You snap out of it and begin your descent. He must be searching for the key. What an idiot. He must be furious to be causing that much damage. You found a light switch down there? Yes. Get in position, we'll be right down. That locked door is keeping him busy. The door is pretty old, though. Did you see the holes in it? He's coming down, run. Your eyes strain to see further down the staircase. You can't hear him. Rhina, we have someone special to introduce you to. Raziel, come on out. Don't be shy, Raziel. Rhina won't bite. Hi. It's nice to meet you. I'm Rhina. Is this supposed to be Potato? I think so. It's okay. Your cousin is great, Bullock. Where is this cornbread? I think it's cornbread. Then who's Potato? Just wait, everyone. Give him a little time. He has a world's best puns because he said cornbread's name Raziel, or Raziel was his cousin. He memorized every single one, Grandma told him. Grandma bought me this book. Raziel, this is 500 pages long. Everyone laughs with Raziel, enjoying a nice meal together with Bullock's family. Tells countless pun jokes. Bullock howls with laughter, and the adults shake their heads in agony. His joy is infectious, making Zakopane a better city for everyone. Except for one. Rhina, you're slowing down again. Selena, Raziel? What about him? I keep remembering him. I see. Crew, let's keep going. You count downward. You continue downward, sorry. Oh my gosh. The room where it happened. So now we know it's down here, huh? What is this? What? The light isn't working. No time to find a weapon down here. Let's keep going down. I can see a light further in the staircase. Your shoes stick to the floor at the bottom. You can barely make out the light of the door on the right east. There are 3 other doors, north, south, and west. Selena tries the door in the north first, locked. This room is tiny. How are we going to get around him? Don't be scared. Let's try the doors and see if we can lock it from the inside. Which way, Rhina? East. Leave us alone. You left the knives upstairs. It's 4 against 1. Leave with your life. Achievement cornered. Say hi to Raziel for me. Oh, okay. That's nice. Why? You shut the drawer. Cabbage. Onion. Bread. They're being held back by their human emotions. They'll need a few more months at the very least. I'm in no rush. Let us leave now. You shut the drawer. I'd like to explore the cabin. See where those whispers are coming from. Can I leave the drawer? You nod. Thank you. Wanna come with Raspberry? I'm going nowhere with you. Poor, poor Raspberry. Who's Potato? Who are you? We've done a few Animal Combat comedy competitions since last time. Want to be the judge this year? Ignore them. I found some fascinating stuff by using the mouse holds. I need you to explain what the hell this is. Oh. Were you fattening him up? Or were you scaring the hell out of him while you hesitated? Take the basement drawing with you. I will never forgive you for this. You shut the drawer. It's time. Chompettes, sound off. Oh, never fear, onions here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion. Ooh. Always Mary, raspberry. Ooh. Potato? You have nothing to give me now. Leave me alone. This is the only way to escape, Potato. We need to leave at the same time. I'm not leaving the cabin. Potato, please. Potato, we want to see you. No. Cabbage tries whispering, but you can clearly hear every word. Who is Potato? They can release us. Just play along, and maybe they'll pity us. Yeah? I'm not working with them. But right now, I pity them. Just an old, disgusting, foul-smelling. That's enough. Potato's words cause a regression to stir inside you. Keeping these intruders around might be entertaining for now. You slide the drawer closed, giving them time to stew in their thoughts. Chompette's origins. Okay. Well, that was fun. Am I dumb? Who is Potato? Who's Potato? He's a human man known as the Butcher of Zakopane. He's been murdered and probably eaten by the protagonist. Okay. There's a lot of endings. Oh my goodness. You're so welcome. You have a strange nightmare. What is going on? Wake up. I said, wake up. Achievement Undying Rage. This game is forever going. The others are causing you to become weak. We need to get you back to normal. Less talking, less hesitation, especially if someone's trying to become stronger than you. That used to make you upset, right? I'm keeping an eye on you. Achievement Permanent Nightmare. You ask for how long? At this rate? Never. You cough profusely, covering Potato in a fine mist. You're beyond disgusting. So then, are you ready to fight back against the nightmares? Punish the spirits that have made your life a living hell? Yes. Perfect. Let us give them no quarter. Close your eyes again, and let's begin to traverse the abyss. You relax your muscles, getting ready for what's next. What the heck? Every time I think this is over, I'm gonna end stream. It's just something different. Welcome to Nightmare Mode. Oh no. Mostly a joke, so don't take it seriously. Chompette's cabin courses? Pitch black room. Cool. I'm in the darkest I can get it right now, considering it is 3 p.m. If you still need max out relationships, don't worry, you'll get the opportunity to do so. Thanks for playing. Oh, almost forgot. Oh, cool. You wake up in the bathroom again. Oh my. This is my room. Do you see how dark it is? It's cold, but I can look at you. Look at me. Are you scared? I can't run. I am scared. You wake in a cold sweat. Your surroundings feel completely different. Mariah's presence is enraged. She's beckoning you to follow her. You get up and leave the bedroom. It's a beautiful sunny day outside. What a fitting end to such a horrible nightmare. You head to the kitchen for some breakfast. Oh, fun. This will take ages to clean. Take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity. You stare into the ash pile in the oven. Are they still upset? You head back to the bedroom to take a nap. Oh, okay. Which one of them is causing this? Mariah? And Natalie? Gregor? Okay. You crawl into bed and fall asleep. You have a strange dream. So there is an end to nightmare mode. Right? Okay. It's like, no way it's over. Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? Karen isn't here. It sounds like she's whittling something again. Did she escape the basement? Karen? No reply. You head over to investigate. Another trick by one of them. Who's still missing, Karen? Someone's tapping on the window. Oh, your eyes are a little bit weird. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Are you done, Natalie? They're getting more bold in their actions. You head to bed to sleep on it. Oh, fun. The four return to the first floor of the cabin. Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? Oh. Come with me to the living room. Don't argue. Crawl out of bed to face them. Oh, they don't have faces. Welcome. We've been waiting all day. Be satiated by this opportunity. Would you like to start the ritual? What ritual? A ritual to manifest alternative possibilities. Mistakes mended. Regrets unrooted. Let the others depart earlier than me. Let me survive this time. This means join hands with us and form this pact. Oh my goodness. This ritual is unlike anything you've heard of. Agreeing to the pact can result in horrors worse than death. Anger channeled and linked, extremely dangerous. There might be no going back from this decision. Think carefully before making a decision. Might be a good time to save the game. Okay. Have you made a decision? You nod. Wonderful. Take my hand. Take Karen's hand. You hold on both their hands, ice cold to the touch. You've chosen correctly. I'm proud of you. See you soon. Your breathing begins to slow. The frost collects on the windows. One of your eyes rolls backwards, causing you to drool a little down the floor. Something has gone horribly wrong. Oh, fun. And Natalie picks the shortest stick, leaving the cabin, then Gregor, then Karen. Once the three are gone, it's just you alone with Mariah. Thank you for getting me through all of this. Eating the meat breaks most people, but not her. The storm clouds dissipate, the sun comes out again. I'm so happy the storm clouds have gone away. I couldn't have done this without you. Mariah's eyes widen, looking into yours. I want to stay here and take care of you. All my life, I've been looking for my true calling, and it was you all along. No need to ask me the question again. I am here 75% of my own free will, 65% by compulsion. What the heck? She answered correctly. How did she know? I bet your arthritis is extremely bothersome. Do you want me to show you a special technique my grandmother taught me to help with the pain? You nod. Great, sit down in the rocking chair and let me go to work. I hope this is the start of a beautiful relationship. Close your eyes and relax. Oh. She sinks a knife into your chest. Oh. It's finally over. No more victims, no more grieving parents. Your reign of terror is over. Achievement future past. You're slowly bleeding, but out. But it's taking longer than expected. I'm gonna tell everyone in Zakopane what happened here. Once all the remains are recovered, I'm burning this hut to the ground. You try to get out a few words, but one lung has completely collapsed. Don't talk. Your hearing begins to fade in and out as you lose consciousness. Unlike, I'm taking no chances. Going to watch you die in front of me, then ash. Your body finally gives out a stain removed off the earth. A storm cloud lifts off of every town. Cool. After the events in the Tatras Mountains, Mariah embraces her destiny. The lessons of the cabin would break most people, but Mariah uses it to become a stronger person. After burying Natalie, Gregor, and Karen, she worked with the Polish government to eventually return home to Ukraine. In April of 1945, Mariah is selected to attend a conference in San Francisco. She is picked over Dmitry Menulsky to represent Ukraine at the first meeting of the United Nations. Elected to the first committee, she helped create the preamble in Chapter 1 with the UN. Years later, she would go on to form a committee to investigate atypical beings. Using the cabin as a blueprint, countries around the world began to document the numerous abnormalities impacting everything from death rates to food prices. The committee's investigations revealed that many historical events were swayed, either directly or indirectly, by these atypical beings. Mariah provided expert testimony for many of the trials that took place. The books and notes found in the cabin gave helpful insight for prosecutory effects around the world. My goodness. When she reached 85 years old, Mariah became bedridden due to cancer. Surrounded by a loved one, she tells everyone in the room about the cabin. I miss them. Natalie, Gregor, Karen. But I can leave this earth happy knowing I shared their memories with all of you. I'm sure Gregor would be laughing right now. On March 15th, Mariah finally passed away due to complications. Surrounded by loved ones, her legacy is one of service and warmth. Cities become safe again. Children can explore freely. The world is now a better place from her actions. All right. Oh, hi. How are you? Oh, did I do it? I'm curious. So we did all of them. Okay. Oh, there's some things I didn't get. Cool. Okay, we're gonna go to just chatting. And I'm gonna look at these because I'm curious about the rest of the ending. So if you don't want to hear this, click away. One regular ending. Sadly, no in-game ending list, though. I tried to think of 7 endings, but I'm coming short. Okay, hang on. I have the walkthrough pulled up. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna read this one because this is what I can find right now. Regular ending, all dead. MC kills Karen in the basement, keeps doing what he's doing. Sleeping on the job ending, nothing happens. Okay. 3 and 4 question marks. New Nakama, same as regular, but if I'm not mistaken, Karen becomes new turnip chompette in this ending. Potato ending. Everyone else is dead. We listen to our potato bro and start exploring outside of our house in pursuit of new cooking experiences, traveling around the world, bringing misery to everyone. Happy ending, finding soulmate in Karen. Probably the most evil ending, but at least not everyone is dead and 2 people happy for a long time, even if they continue doing what MC has been doing for centuries. Also called joke ending and achievements. Apparently there's no true ending where everyone ends up alive. Apparently the turnip is always referred to as a he, so someone doesn't think that it's Karen. Interesting. Happy or joke ending is max out Karen. There's a cornbread ending. I don't know what that means, but anyway. That's the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. That was longer than I anticipated, and I was ready to stop it both times when the credits rolled, and it just rolled right into the next part. So that was really cool, really interesting. I had fun trying to figure out the story and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hi, I'm about to sign off. I'm sorry. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. I will be streaming 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, around then, because we're doing a Minecraft PvP tournament on Arcade. So tune in. I'm competing. Would be doing the other endings? No, because I'm a person where it comes to games with different endings. I play once. That's the ending I got, and I don't want to go back and change that. That's just the way that I roll with it. Yeah, so tune in for the PvP tournament tomorrow, and I'll see you guys soon. Actually, let me see if there's anyone to raid today. There is. We're gonna raid FQR. So let's go. Yes, I did like the game. Bye guys. Have a great day.